Mountain, you're lucky enough to check out a wonderful competition here as everyone's practicing for the USASA National Superpipe Championships 2025. Copper Mountain always hosting so many events where either athletes are training or doing a professional competition. The United States of America Snowboard and Free Ski Association is a grassroots nonprofit organization that has significantly impacted the development of competitive snowboarding and free ski in the United States. It provides a platform for athletes of all ages and ski levels to compete, develop, and progress towards higher levels of competition, including the Olympics. The idea was to create a supportive environment where skiers and snowboarders alike could compete at a grassroots level while having the opportunity to progress to higher levels of competitions such as the Rev Tour, the Futures Tour, the Dew Tour, the X Games, and the Olympics. Since its founding, the organization has expanded its scope to include various ski and snowboard disciplines like snowboard slopestyle, ski slopestyle, halfpipe, aka the super pipe, 22 feet here, board across and skier cross, among others. It has become one of the largest amateur free ski and snowboarding organizations in the United States, and for that fact, maybe the world. Known for having a vast number of athletes competing in multiple age categories, from young children to adults, helping to nurture the next generation of free ski talent, the organization is crucial for the athletes who are striving for opportunities at a professional competition level and things like the Olympics. Over 30 series across the U.S. represented by USASA, and it's prided itself on being highly inclusive, offering opportunities for all skill levels, regardless of the background or financial status of the athlete. Filling the gap by creating a nationwide series of regional competitions leading to national events as this one, and ultimately professional circuits like the X Games. Hammer time. Out like that, landing deep. Ooh, it's like perfect timing right at this song too. Feels wonderful. Yeah. Come on, baby.
Oh, I missed it.
There it is. You was using your peripherals.
You know, if you look at the other person's elbow, you hit every time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Watch. Look, like coming in.
I like pink.
Thank you.
You want to be my lover. All right, starburst time. The Flying V. Shaping up this pipe, as I believe practice is over. USASA has always been about creating opportunities for anyone interested in snowboarding or free ski, and athletes from diverse socioeconomic backgrounds, say that 5 times, as well as athletes with disabilities were welcomed and provided opportunities to participate, and this makes snowboarding and skiing more inclusive and allows for a wider range of talent to emerge from different parts of the country. And it also provides a clear developmental path for athletes aiming for those letters that I said before: X Games, 2 Tour, Rev Tour, Futures, and the Olympics. The U.S. snowboard team and ski team as well. All of that from 1988 to today. USASA has grown both in size and impact, from a few hundred athletes in 1988 to over 4,000 annually across different age groups and disciplines. Peterson.
Junior Fish, Landon Fish.
Tell me this. Why is mine all that stuff?
Because that's round 2. There's only 4 junior men competing, and then there's only this junior women, and then men, and then we go back up to the top.
Okay.
So there's 3 runs of each, and those both.
The world of extreme sports is a vibrant, adrenaline-fueled spectacle where high-speed action and heart-stopping stunts are the norm. From snowboarding and skiing to BMX, motocross, skateboarding, and surfing, these sports attract adrenaline junkies who thrive on pushing boundaries and living life on the edge, while the risks, such as serious injury or even death, are ever present. The thrill and sense of accomplishment from conquering insane tricks and defying gravity make the reward worth it for those who participate. The heart of extreme sports lies in the risk versus reward mentality, and the immediate rewards come from the sheer rush of defying gravity, the wind in your face, and the sense of mastery after landing a trick. But with every jump or every spin, there's always a possibility of failure. Athletes in this space are often seen as daredevils, constantly walking the fine line between brilliance and recklessness, testing both their physical limits and the environments they operate in. Whether it's tackling the rugged terrain of ski or pulling off a defying move in snowboarding, these snowboarders and skiers in these sports are designed to challenge the athlete's skill, nerves, and will to succeed. USASA Nationals 2025 Super Pipe Championship practice is done. We've got riders stacked up, ready to accomplish just that. Shout out to Columbia, the official sponsor here, as the flags begin to blow in the Four Seasons state of Colorado. USASA represented here. Copper Mountain, the athlete's mountain. Columbia Sportswear is a key partner of USASA, providing high-quality apparel and gear for athletes and staff. Founded in 1938, Portland, Oregon, Columbia has grown into a global leader in outdoor apparel. So we give a shout out to Peter Rausch, whose daughter actually was competing, and Dustin Lyman, the president and GM, Copper Mountain. These guys very influential and dedicated to USASA and the progression of the sport as we continue this competition.
Oh, the Park City Classic Stadium was here yesterday.
Kim Raymer serves as the interim executive director and is also series director of the Big Mountain West. What's crucial to understand is that the extreme sports world isn't just about athletes themselves. It's about the culture that surrounds them, the crowds that cheer, the fans that tune in, the social media hype. This lifestyle thrives because of its fan base, who are just passionate and excited as the athletes performing the stunts. The hype machine works both ways. The athletes feed off the energy of the crowd while the crowd lives for the spectacle that the athletes provide. There's a unique synergy here. Both the athletes and the fans are co-conspirators in making the extreme sports world as electrifying as it is. Let's not forget the announcers and MCs who ramp up the intensity are hype machines feeding off the energy of the crowd and turning every jump, every slide, and every turn into something worth remembering. This role is vital in keeping the momentum going, and we keep spectators on the edge of their seats. MC Pump, that's P-U-M-P, or MC Pipe, either or, because we are at the Super Pipe. Extreme sports, in essence, are a celebration of pushing past limits of the human ability. So whether it's BMX riders soaring through the air or skiers carving through deep powder, motocross riders launching themselves off huge jumps, these sports are fueled by risk, adrenaline, and a collective energy that's hard to match. The athletes, the MCs, the fans create an ecosystem of hype, excitement, and passion. And for the athletes, the risk is always there, but it's that risk that makes the reward so sweet. It's about living on the edge and testing your limits and experiencing something most people can only dream of. For those who choose to live this lifestyle, it's not just about the stunts. It's about being a part of the community that's defined by living life to the fullest. These USASA athletes here at 2025 wanting to carve their names on the wall of this Super Pipe, setting a tone for the trends. The way the crowd reacts to new tricks or different styles of performance can set a precedence for what is valued in the sport. The crowd also embodies the culture of the sport, its style, attitude, and overall vibe. Snowboarding and skiing aren't just sports, they're a lifestyle, and the crowd plays a big role in fostering the culture of extreme sports. The way the fans dress, behave, and cheer can influence how sport is perceived and can inspire future athletes to embody the same rebellious, boundary-pushing spirit. The louder the crowd gets, the more likely the athletes are to push harder, even if it means taking greater risks. Athletes might attempt more complex spins or higher amplitude tricks simply because they sense the crowd's enthusiasm and want to give them a memorable performance. So that brings up mental health. Hashtag it, mental health. The psychological impact for some athletes, the crowd's reaction can also bring pressure. A loud cheer for or after first impressive trick could lead to higher expectations for the next one. This means the crowd can also contribute to the nerves and the adrenaline of competitors, both positively and negatively. Who is this in? Is this our first competitor?
No, it's
Okay. Take a look at our forerunner. Riding away switch right there. Stomping it, coming in nicely. Yeah, hands in the air. As I said, the crowd at extreme sports competition often acts as the unofficial judge as well, reacting to athletes' tricks in real time while the official judges are scoring based on technical aspects like difficulty, amplitude, and execution. The crowd's spontaneous reactions to the athlete's performance provide a form of instant feedback. Lookers right, dropping in on course from the North Tahoe Series, bib number 440, Quinlan Peterson. On course, going with a nice switch left 3, starting us off in this beautiful day, colorful Colorado. Great day for a competition or some amplitude, as you see right there, with a nice 5. Going to come back and get another 5. We're going to go both ways with that. Coming back with a nice flare. Landed in that sweet spot right where he took off. So going to finish it off with a nice left 3, riding away switch. That's a great run to start us off here at the Free Ski Junior Men USASA Nationals 2025 Super Pipe Championships with Quinlan Peterson and the North Tahoe Series. Bib number 440 closing the door on that first run. All right, the crowd is ready, the judges are ready, the athlete is ready. Free Ski Junior Men dropping in on course, bib number 554, Noah Lamb from the Appalachia Series. On course. Going for a lot of grass there. Oh, didn't want to disturb the run. Sometimes just sitting back watching is good enough. The Super Pipe, the Half Pipe, USASA Nationals 2025. What's going down? Major competitions that include Super Pipes after our next rider, Campbell Burnett from the Rocky Mountain Series. On course, getting lots of amplitude there. Bib number 761 as the crow flies. Coming down with a nice 5. Going to double up right there. Right 5. Both ways. Going to pump through. You got to pump through the pipe to get that amplitude. Going to right away switch after that 3. Coming around to his comfort zone, getting a nice poke there, and rolling out comfortably. Bib number 761 for the Free Ski Junior Men as these competitors continue to smooth out this pipe. You see the little bump there that they're by the end should be done here shortly. I mean, they're doing a great job at that. Copper Mountain always, Woodward and Copper always putting together a great competition. Friendly zone.
This is 7.
No. 729,
Oh, there was a
right?
big change,
Yeah, okay. All right, that's the Mount Hood Series representative, Adrian Bernatovic, with a bib change to 1862. Gonna finish it up, crossing up, getting a grab, and rolling out. First run, bib number 1862, Adrian Bernatovic with the Mount Hood Series Free Ski Junior Men, finishing off that first run. Winter X Games, Aspen, Colorado, one of the most significant events in snowboarding, including the halfpipe competition, takes place annually in Aspen. That's somewhere you go for super pipe action. I used to work at the X Games as well, and it is off the chain. The energy, the hype, the level is great. The Burton U.S. Open used to be held annually in Vail, Colorado. that event also was off the chain, just grassroots. A lot of people there hanging out just from the industry, giving back to the ecosystem. And the Dew Tour, another prestigious ski and snowboard competition, rotating venues in the U.S., including started in Breckenridge, a big part of that as well. So I guess you could say I add my experience from the Dew Tour, Rev Tour, X Games here at USASA, dropping in on course for our Super Pipe Championship, Indra Brown. Nice switch right 5 from bib number 412 on course. Going into the 3 from the Rocky Mountain Series. Lots of amplitude right there, getting the grab and the cheer from the crowds as we get the amplitude and the grab. Rolling away, switch. That's gonna do it. The Rocky Mountain Series, as we said, Colorado has a lot of super pipe actions, and the super pipe, aka half pipe, a typical U-shaped snow structure where snowboarders and skiers perform aerial tricks, spins, grabs, and flips. The standard half pipe for international competitions is 22 feet, perfectly maintained walls, and the length approximately 500 feet, allowing for large-scale aerial tricks. So the 22-foot super pipe is a key feature in high-level competitions of skiing and snowboarding. And some of the notable places in the world. How many places in the world is the question? No one's got it right yet. That have 22-foot pipes. Dropping in on course, bib number 784, Kiva Kelly from the North Tahoe Series. Nice ride 5. Going to go with the grab. Doubling up right there with the technicality. Oh, no. Nice 5.77 to the 3. Well, the answer to the question, how many mountains have 22-foot super pipes in Colorado and in other states? Who knows the answer? 2? 4? 2 in Colorado. All right. Someone said 4. 3 in the U.S. 4 in North America. And okay, well, we'll see. Dropping in on course for this free ski open class women 2025, Laney Steen. Bib number 564 on course for the Rocky Mountain Series, riding around switch. Oh, nice 7 right there. Lots of amplitude. Going to go for the grab right there, and the style of the Stees. Oh, in front of everyone, riding away switch. Oh, my goodness. Gonna go ahead, not even leave the deck or the coping, but had enough room right there to throw a nice 7. So nice right Sebs. So, oh my goodness. It is going off here. USASA Nationals Free Ski Open Class Women's Super Pipe Championships. The amplitude off the chain. The super pipe itself we were conversing about. I'll give you the answer. 2. There used to be one in Breckenridge, and we have this one in Copper that hosts the Grand Prix and Futures and stuff like that. And then we have the famous one for its high performance, known for that at the X Games in Aspen. So there are 2 in Colorado. Used to be 3. Now I'll give you the answer to the rest after our next competitor dropping in on course. Bib number 534, Abby Winterberger on course from the North Tahoe Series. Nice 7 right there, riding away switch. Gonna go for the grab. Getting a nice rotation going both ways. Nice 5 going into that 7, riding away switch. These ladies of Rage taking it to the stage here at the 2025 USA Nationals Championship. Hearing it from the crowd, Abby Winterberger, bib number 534. Lots of amplitude. And then switch. Okay. Yeah, it is. The answer. Mammoth Mountain, Park City, Mount Bachelor, and Killington Resort. In summary, ski competitions, particularly superpipe events, are a global phenomenon with a rich history and opportunities for athletes of all levels. Families, coaches, staff, volunteers all play vital roles in the skiers' ecosystem and the venues and mountains that host these events, especially those with 22-foot super pipes like Copper Mountain. Shout out to those guys repping right now, dropping in on course. Tatum Smith from the Central Oregon Series, getting a nice tail grab there. Still the amplitude off the chain, the wind picking up, the weather starting to change. In Colorado, the four-season state, a nice rise 5 as the wind picks up. Going to come back off that short wall with nice left 5. Going for the grab. Amplitude, you want to get in this pipe, you want to hit it as many times as possible. So doing that right there, bib number 1494, Tatum Smith from the Central Oregon Series, finishing off that first run with the Free Ski Open Class Women USASA National Super Pipe Championships continues. All right, looking like our 6th competitor here for the Free Ski Open Class Women USASA National Super Pipe. If you haven't seen a championship or a super pipe like this yet, maybe come on up, walk up, or ski down. Looking up, skiers or lookers right is going to be our next competitor. Bib number 696, Isabella Cushman from the Rocky Mountain Series, preparing to drop in on course for our Free Ski Open Class Women Super Pipe Championships here at USASA Nationals. Copper Mountain, the Athletes Mountain. CVA Hard Charger Award was a $1,000 community scholarship to CVA, tuition and enrolling Carrabassett Valley Academy. Their scholarship embodies what the students of CVA strive to be. Their young student athletes are all about good sportsmanship and competing at their highest level. Dropping in right now is Isabella Cushman, getting lots of amplitude right there. Charlotte the Sick was the one for the South Tahoe Series, ended up getting that award as we head back to the competition where Rocky Mountain Series representative throwing a nice 5. Going to go with the switch left 5. Isabella Cushman, bib number 696, on course. Finishing off that first run on her feet for the Free Ski Open Class Women USASA National Super Pipe Championship. Shout out to Charlotte the Sick, the 14-year-old from the South Tahoe Series Breaker Girls, receiving the Hard Charger CVA Award yesterday. All right, we spoke about the pipe. Now let's speak about the runs, the line of choice. You got to go straight up the wall, do as many hits as possible. Try to carve into the wall. You need to be able to turn So maybe a third of the way up, as you begin to slow down, they can turn around and then gentle extensions also. Keep a high line up and through the transition, and you can always slide towards the bottom. Is usually the goal as they continue to come into something like this. A lot of these athletes coming from states where there are no 22-foot pipes. I mean, some of them a third of the size, if at all, half the size. Free ski open class men, Hunter Maiden dropping in on course from the Snowmass Series, Aspen that is. Huge with the amplitude with a nice 9 right there. Going for the tail, getting a nice tail riding away switch. Oh my goodness, switch right, Sev, Japan, coming into a left. Dub 9. Oh, to an alley. Ooh, dub 10. Oh my goodness, what's going on? We've changed over to free ski open class men, where, as I said before, they need no lessons in how to do any of the tricks that are performed. And I know sometimes the things that we're calling are rarely understood by those who may not compete or may not throw such grabs as those being thrown and exhibited by our open class men. Hunter Maiden throwing down right there. Hard to keep up with when you've got so much excitement and you see so much going on. Going around to the top and locked and loaded. Bib number 697, Evan Wishmeyer from the Rocky Mountain Series, coming with a switch dub 9 to a switch going 5 to Sev. Gonna go to the dub 9. Lots of amplitude right there getting at Japan. And gonna finish it off with a nice 5.
Switchbone 5. Yeah, he did. He came in with the 9, and then with the 10, and then what did he do? Switch right stab, Japan. And then he did like left dub, 9. And then he did an alley-oop, dub 9. These guys are wilding out.
All right, a little bit of deliberation going on right there. Things going down. Obviously, these guys slaying it. Back at the top of the pipe, free ski open class men. Lookers right, the North Tahoe Series representative, Mac Winterberger, bib number 744, on course. Mac getting lots of amplitude. We said it's a 22-foot pipe, the top of the flag. So he's at about 30 feet up, maybe 3 stories with those maneuvers. Alley-oop, 5 right there. Gonna go with a mute there. And finish off with that nice area code. Rocky Mountain or North Tahoe Series went both way. All right, Owen McKibben from the Rocky Mountain Series on course. Lookers left, ready to drop in and exhibit some aerial assault here at the pipe, and the sun continues to shine. USASA Nationals 2025 Super Pipe Championships underway, starting it off with a nice right 9. Gonna come into that tail grab, looking for the grab of that 9, and then he's gonna go to a nice 7. Gonna go with a 5 right there, riding away switch, and then he's gonna go with that 3. That switch right 3, going for the Japan grab right there. Gonna do it for Owen McKibb. You know, I could call him MC Kibb since we're bumping some Run DMC. MC Kibb, but it's McKibb. I remember someone had come up to me and they were like, "Oi, mate, oi, McPump." I said, "It's MC like the letters. You got to say the whole word like a Tribe Called Quest. MC Pump."
I think you can say third. Close. Because, yeah, 744 had.
That's tough. That's tough.
All right, a lot to talk about, but one thing that can be said is why we love these moments. We love these moments because they encapsulate the essence of extreme sports. The combination of adrenaline, skill, creativity, and risk. These athletes embody a spirit of exploration, innovation, and fearlessness, and they constantly challenge the limits of physics, gravity, and what's humanly possible, making them true pioneers in this sport.
Thank you, sir.
Bib number 798 ready to drop in on course. Lookers right, Joey Nick from the Rocky Mountain Series, lit up with the pants from the ground up, from the flow up. He dripped out and dropping in on course. Switch. Getting up there with a nice Sev, floaty into the clouds. Gonna flare it out. Going for the grab right there on that 9, but not able to get it. Coming back consecutively, 970 is one of the area codes out here in Colorado, but going with the 3, and then going to go with that switch right 5 to finish it off. That's going to do it for Rocky Mountain Series. Representative Joey Nick, bib number 798's first run here at USASA Nationals Free Ski Open Class Men Super Pipes Championships. Copper Mountain, Colorado. Look at that. You can witness the 4 seasons of Colorado changing all day in one day as the sun comes out and beats up this course. These athletes down to 2 competing in the free ski open class men. It's been a run and gun show here at Copper Mountain. The likelihood and the level of the X Games, the Rev Tour, and all those that come after competitions like this. Lookers right is where our next athlete is going to post up. Bib number 655, Kieran Gabrielson on course for the Big Mountain West Series, ready to drop in for the Free Ski Open Class Men Super Pipe Championships. Gonna choose to drop in high, looking for the amplitude from that momentum. Going with a nice 9, gonna come in to looking for a double grab right there. Going with the Sev, getting a grab on that 5. Gonna go with that switch right 3 to finish it. Yes, that's gonna finish it. So using all the numbers, 759, 73, 753. Going for the cork. Looked like it was a cork. I know he did a, sheesh, a lot of numbers. A lot of 180s. Kieran Gabrielson, the Big Mountain West Series, throwing down right there. Yeah.
That's, but I've been doing it wrong all this time.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. All right. In extreme sports events like skiing, the MC, the music are vital elements that enhance the spectacular experience and energize the crowd. But USASA Nationals doing the reverse, the crowd energizing the athletes and the performance. Lookers right, bib number 621, Ben Clark, ready to represent for the North Tahoe Series. The New Zealander coming in and representing, chasing snow. You know about that, always smiling. So he's smiling right now, we know, as he gets into that flare. Going to continue this run. Nicely done right there. Going to go with double up nines, showing that he's, look at, there's that smile. Like we said, Ben Clark, the New Zealander, represent the North Tahoe Series and representing that sun and the smile of a beautiful day, finishing off that first run, bib number 621, in a major way. Coming back with a couple of nines after that spill. The crowd always a part of extreme sports events like this, especially in the Super Pipe. They play an incredible, important role in the overall energy, atmosphere, and success of the event. The interaction between the athletes, the MC, the music, and the crowd can create a dynamic event that fuels both spectators' excitement and the athlete's performance. So the crowd's energy is one of the most significant factors in creating the vibe of a competition. And when you perform in front of a live audience, or the energy from the crowd can directly influence the mindset of the performance. Oh, look at that. The flying V turned to a flying P, representing MC Pump holding it down with Woodward Copper and the Ski and Ride School of Copper as they get the sugar out of the bowl, cleaning up the pipe here, building confidence. The athletes often feel off the energy and feed off of that of the crowd, using it as a motivation to push themselves beyond the limits. And that's what we're about here, not going to the limit, but beyond the limit. A loud, enthusiastic crowd can create a sense of support and euphoria, especially during high-risk tricks and big moments. I've been kind of muted a little bit, turned down. I got to bring it down because we're going live stream. But, they call me MC Pump for a reason. Bib number 444, free ski junior men dropping in on course. Quinlan Peterson from the North Tahoe Series on course. A nice 5 right there. Oh, going for the grab. But we're going to go with an area code before we get into that flare. And we're going to go with a 3. Not leaving out the alley-oop of that 3. Good run right there by Quinlan Peterson. USASA Nationals 2025 Super Pipe Championship. Nothing else can be said about the competitors, the families, the people invested in this grassroots organization, the staff, the volunteers. All the awards have been off the chain. I mean, so many people showing up for awards. You have over 4,000 competitors. You can imagine the opening ceremony. The rail jam has been off the Richter. I mean, you need to go check that out. I mean, it's insane. Lookers left, dropping in on course. We're looking for bib number 554, Noah Lamb, for the Free Ski Junior USASA Nationals 2025 Championships, the Appalachia Series on course. Like we said before, a 22-foot super pipe. You got to imagine when you're only 4 foot high, going into a 22-foot pipe, and you see some competitors coming out. That's like 2 stories. So basically you're jumping off a 2-story building every time. So when you see these guys going just a mellow run. It could be their first time. Some people first time as meaning first year competing and doing this without a super pipe that's 22 feet. Some people first 2 days in riding a pipe like this. Some people first time ever. So great job by Noah Lamb. Campbell Burnett from the Rocky Mountain Series on course. Bib number 761. Getting a nice rotation in with a nice 3. Coming back, landing deep. Going for the 5 there. That is Campbell Burnett having a good time at it. As many hits as possible is what you want when you're going into the super pipe. You know, you got to add to your pop by extending your legs and then try to land where you take off. Keeping a line higher than you go, the harder you pop. But not too hard or you'll land in the bottom of the super pipe, and you see some of the athletes doing that. Going back up top, dropping in on course, already in on course, Adrian Bernatovic from the Mount Hood Series, bib number 1862, getting a nice safety grab right there. Gonna go for the tail. Going for the grab there, now to get a tail mute. And riding away switch. Oh. It's going to do it for the second run. A bib number 1862, let's hear it for Adrian Bernatovic, Free Ski Junior Men. These super pipes kind of tricky, and to add to that height, the higher you go, the harder you got to pop. Otherwise, you're going to land at the bottom, and you have to pump through the super pipe, get both feet over the coping as you come over. Thus, MC pump or MC pipe holding it down, representing for the 2025 USASA Nationals Championships. Check you guys out on the award stage as well as the opening ceremony. We have a competition, and it's looking like the free ski open class women are ready to drop in on course. And why should we hold them up? The ladies of rage. First up from Australia, the land down under, the Rocky Mountain Series representative Indra Brown, bib number 412. Lookers right, going in for a second run. USASA Nationals 2025 Championships. Look at the amplitude there. So a nice 7 coming into the switch right 5. You add that 22 off that switch left 7, and that's about 5. Looking for the both hand Japans with that right 7 right there. Gonna finish it off. But the amplitude of Indra Brown, the Australian representing the Rocky Mountain Series, add to that 22 feet, that 5 to 7 feet that she's getting out, and she's going up to at least a 3-story building, throwing a nice 7, and then had a switch right 5, switch left 7 to that 5 Japan, I think double Japans, so both hand Japans, and finishing it off with that right 7. I mean, a lot going on there here, actually, at the USASA Nationals Super Pipe Championships. I don't know, I don't have a camera, I can't replay, but in my mind as I replay that run, that's what I saw somewhat. Not a judge as well, just an MC hyping it up. Next up, lookers left, ready to drop in on course for our USASA 2025 Super Pipe Championship. Free ski open class women, Kiva Kelly. Second run. Nice right 5 right there for Kiva, bib number 784 on course with the North Tahoe Series. Another 5 going with the nice 7. Going to ride away 7. Yep. Switch left 7. Going to go huge right there Oh, bringing home the cheddar. Going for the 9 right there. KK putting it down for the North Tahoe series. Up in the ante right there in that run. Last time throwing it down with a 5.573. Definitely coming in bigger here. Coming back to back 5.577, I believe, to that 9. Never saw it coming, throwing it right in front of the judges, giving them time to deliberate. Free ski open class women bringing the hype with the crowd as well as the energy as we continue this championships. USASA Nationals Super Pipe Championship, that is 2025. Free ski open class women, Lainey Steen locked and loaded, ready to drop in on course. Lookers right, bib number 564 from the Rocky Mountain Series, dropping in on course, Lainey Steen. Lainey choosing to drop in high, looking for the amplitude, going to go for that left 5, coming into, going for the grab right there with that right 5 mute. Going to come into the next hit on the short wall with a nice left 3, coming into this switch, right 7, maybe going for the grab there. Lots of amplitude. Going huge and riding away switch with a nice right 7. We're going to ride away. I think she did do a mute right grab right there on that switch, right 7 as well. Lainey Steen putting it down, putting it together here, lighting up the pipe. The Ladies of Rage with the Rocky Mountain Series. Bib number 564, closing the door on that second run. 2025 USASA Nationals Championship. What's up, Taylor? TB out there representing. How you doing, buddy? All right, we have a couple of things shaping up. 1, a beautiful day here in colorful Colorado. 2, a dope competition. It's going down. USASA Nationals 2025, coming from 1988. I mean, let's look at some of the best athletes in Super Pipe history. Shaun White, we'll start off with him. Why? Because White is widely considered one of the greatest snowboarding halfpipe athletes of all time. His dominance in the sport is seen in his multiple Olympic gold medals, 2006, 2010, 2018, and on, and the X Game victories. Coin trick, Shaun White is credited with popularizing the double McTwist 1260, a trick that combines the McTwist, a front flip with a 540-degree spin with a 1260-degree spin. So, notable achievement. Shaun is known for pushing the limits of the super pipe rotation, often landing highly difficult tricks with amplitude and style. Nice left sev right there for Abby Winterberger on course for the North Tahoe Series. Nice 5 right there, getting to Japan, coming back to the right 7 with that safety grab. Gonna finish it off for her second run. Going huge right there. The amplitude off the chain for the North Tahoe Series representative, Abby Winterberger, bib number 534. With her second run, USASA Nationals 2025 Free Ski Super Pipe Championship. Since we're speaking of women, let's go to Chloe Kim. Why? Kim, another dominant athlete, and I've hung out with them all, so this is why I bring it up. I mean, sitting up with Kim at the top of the Super Pipe of Dew Tour, and what do you think she's listening to? She used to listen to Justin Bieber back then, and I'm like, okay, go get him. Kim, another dominant athlete who won the 2018 Winter Olympics gold medal at just 17 years of age. She's won numerous X Game medals, coin trick to back-to-back 1080s. So notable achievements. Kim is consistently excellent in competing in competitions, and her ability to innovate with spins and grabs make her one of few top competitors. super pipe, as we can speak of the super pipe. I mean, Jamie Anderson is another, but we're talking about super pipe action here. Going back up top, free ski open class women. Tatum Smith, bib number 1494, lookers left, dropping in on course for the Central Oregon Series. Taking it easy today, just getting some of that sun. Fun in the sun is how it all began or begun. USASA Nationals going with a nice right 5. It began with just fun in the sun with another left 5. Going for the grab there. Going to get in a nice sev. Having fun in the sun, as we were saying, something that how this sport began, surfing and skating, working its way onto the snow, and we began to see a lot of competitions coming together where we noticed the free ski and the growth and progression of the sport itself as we continue the progression here. USASA Nationals locked and loaded. Isabella Cushman, the Rocky Mountain Series, lookers right, bib number 696, preparing to drop in on course for the Rocky Mountain Series, representing that free ski open class women USASA Nationals 2025 Super Pipe Championships underway. Bib number 696 on course. Gonna start us off with a nice rotation. The rotations that we are calling are a lot of 180s. Basically the rotation, we got a yard sail right there going down. You know, the conditions of the pipe really change things. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, but as you look at one of our main sponsor and super pipe sponsor, Flag, Columbia, swaying like that, and Woodward and Copper, you can see the wind coming in and changing the weight of the athletes. It has a variance on the way that they perform those tricks, as well as that sun shining, beating up this course, making it rideable, but also there's a shade factor coming in out of that shade on hit number 3 and 4 can be a little bit blinding, and then you have to look for that flat light as you land. So the conditions of the pipe do make a difference in the way that these riders ride. Speaking on riders and performers in the super pipe that made a difference, we're going to go to Switzerland and Russia, not just keep it here in the U.S., and we're going to talk about iPod because he's famous for his YOLO flip, a trick involving a double cork combined with a backflip, a trick that changed the game for the super pipe riders. And iPod won a gold medal the 2014 Sochi Olympics and has always been a competitor pushing for innovation of the sport. So in conclusion, and basically what I'm saying, this expanded understanding of what goes into the sport, the grassroots, the energy, the precision of what these guys are doing, and the technicalities, as well as, like you see the wind there, waiting on that wind. That's a nice wind as the Columbia flags keep blowing. Have all to do with how everyone competes. Dropping in on course, Hunter Maiden, going critical. No, it was in Japan with a nice left 10 right there. Oh, going by the coping on that Sev, switch right Sev Japan, going for the dub. Oh, alley-oop dub flat 9. Okay, what the heck happened right there? He had to double check, right? I mean, what is going on? Hunter Maiden getting all he could out of this super pipe. The Aspen Snowman Series, man, represented bib number 654. I guess I got to always be watching these guys. You can't be looking to the live stream feed and trying to feed you guys information. With a run like that, Hunter Maiden, free ski open class men, using the wind to keep himself off the coping and off the deck. caught the tranny very well as he transitioned in. These tricks, like I said, show the ever-increasing technicality and creativity that these skiers are bringing to competitions today with some tricks like those and triple corks, double cork tins, pushing the limits for what's possible in the air. On course, Evan Wishmeyer, bib number 697, the Rocky Mountain Series representative, coming with a nice switch right Sev, definitely getting a safety grab. Gonna get the tail right there on that Sev. Lots of amplitude right there with that Japan. I mean, he's way up like 35 feet as he comes back for that alley-oop flat 5, going for the flare tail and just sliding out. Gonna rely on that first run. You know, 697, Evan Wishmeyer, never want to be outdone. The Rocky Mountain Series coming in impressively with the amplitude. Like I said, this is a 22-foot pipe. He's getting at least 20 feet out, 10 to 20 feet out of every hit. With the wind blowing the way it is, those flags at least 10 to 15 feet. So a good 4 stories up for him, lots of amplitude. Mac, Winterberger, like the Mack truck from the North Tahoe Series. On course, bib number 744, lookers right, free ski open class men. Matt gonna get from the top, dropping in, switch, trying to get this amplitude, and that's where they get it from. Gonna get a lot of amplitude. Look at it as he tucks and rolls, coming into that 12. You gotta do that when you're gonna get it pumping back in across that transition with a nice 5. Right alley-oop. Getting a grab, going for that left 5, but I'm going back to that 12. The Mack truck coming in, getting a nice 12 right there where I believe last time he threw a 9, going with a nice alley-oop 5, getting the mute grabs, and I mean, jeez, what a run by the Rocky Mountain Series coming in here, trying to stack the podium for free ski open class men. But unfortunately, Aspen, Snowmass, North Tahoe Series, and the Big Mountain West are here to disrupt that happening for the Colorado fans here, of which I am. The Rocky Mountain Series representative MC Pump holding it down, representing Free Ski USA National Superpipe Championship for the open class men. You guys trying to upset me and my Rocky Mountain Series crew from a sweep, but it's all love, camaraderie, hype, and friendship here. Everyone just loving to hang out at the Halfpipe, Superpipe bottom as they finish off their runs to dap each other up and congratulate each other on the drip as they come through representing USASA Nationals 2025 Superpipe action. Owen McKibben on course, bib number 792. Going with a nice safety grab on that right 9. Gonna get the tail grab right there. Lots of amplitude pumping through. Oh, alley-oop 7. Going for the mute grab. Gonna go with that switch left 5. And the safety going into a switch 5. Going huge right there in that flare. Landing pretty much on top of the rest of the skiers here. Landing just to say what's up. Hey, what's up? I'm gonna flare into my friends. Rocky Mountain Series representative Owen, bib number 792, going huge right there. And a very well put together run for all of these skiers and riders competitors for the open class men, open class women, as well as the free ski junior men. As we have a competition heating up this pipe, the cloud coming in to give us a little bit of flat light in both snowboarding and skiing. A strong super pipe entry is crucial for setting the tone of the run. The entry is going to typically start when a rider drops into the half pipe or the super pipe from the lip, the top edge, and the quality of this entry is important as it establishes the momentum, and that's what's going to give them their style. That's what's going to kick in that control for the tricks to come, and these are some of the keys that you're going to need here. Just a little bit of things here and there as you tweak it, make it to where you can do as these guys are doing here at this Super Pipe Championship, I mean, not off the bat, but eventually you can work your way into it. Okay, dropping in with a nice switch left 9. Lots of amplitude, loving the pants. Looking for the tail grab there. Gonna come into a nice right 9. Oh, loving that 10, riding away switch, pumped up about it. Must have heard me, he's not bumping the music. Liam Brogdon right there, coming through for the Rocky Mountain Series. Beast mode, man, all pumped up and throwing. Oh, not Liam, excuse me, Joey Nick. Sorry, Joey. I forgot Liam is a DNS, but the Rocky Mountain Series rolling through. And so I was kind of into my whole thing. I mean, that switch 9 to 7 was pretty sick. You know, the amplitude, like I said, the enthusiasm, the gear, that 10. Only a few hours left for our silent auction, so all I got to say is we've got vacation packages, apparel, novelties, toys, all kinds of things. And even if you don't want any of the things they have, you can always just donate. We have a matching donor of $25,000, so every dollar you bid and all donations will be doubled. Kind of like some of these runs, they're doubling up, man. Stacking in on the progression. Shout out to our official outerwear partner, USASA Super Pipe, Columbia, as well as U.S. Performance Academy, the official online school programming of USASA. Dropping in on course, Kieran Gabrielson. On course with the Big Mountain West Series. Going with a nice left 9. Going to go with a nice left, oh, right, Sev. Getting the safety grab right there. Nice switch left. Sev Japan going for the switch right 5, or going to a 5 right. Oh, nice Sev riding away switch with that mute grab. Gonna go to a switch right safety to finish it off. Up in the ante. Last time he did a 5, and before that he was hanging out with that switch right 3. So up in the ante right there, grabbing everything. The Big Mountain West Series, I mean, you come out here to Colorado, you're going to grab everything. I mean, the pressure is on. He's coming from the Big Mountain West Series, and he's competing against Aspen Snowmass Series, the Rocky Mountain Series, and it's a challenge. North Tahoe Series as well. But bib number 655 coming through nicely there with his second run for the Free Ski USASA Nationals 2025 Open Class Men, Kieran Gabrielson. Shout out to Pit Viper, the Rail Jam sponsor, Sun and Ski Sport, Cardo Systems, On Mountain Communications. I've been waiting on those guys from Cardo Systems to come up all week for the last 2 weeks. But this week, where you guys at, Cardo Systems? Get up here so you can explain a little bit more and in depth about what goes on with your on-mountain communication. Woodwood and Copper, no need. They're all over the mountain. I mean, go check them out. The terrain here at Woodwood and Copper is just sick. It's insane. The weather, a beautiful place not only to compete, but just to sit back and enjoy the scenery. Woodwood and Copper, Copper Mountain as well. Shout out to them. Always having a great time. Dustin, man, daughter doing a great job at the Rail Jam and competing, I think, in all 4 disciplines, as well as one of our other partners and sponsors, Columbia, Pete and his daughter competing as well. So the grassroots ecosystem set a stage here. USASA Nationals boiling over into this competition with Ben Clark, the New Zealander, on course and about to represent the North Tahoe Series, bib number 621. Lookers right, on course. Dropping in switch, getting that top of that so you can get that angle, as we spoke earlier about where you need to enter in to this super pipe to get a nice going. Nice cab 5 coming in out of the shade. Gonna have fun with that 9 right there. Carve out, get amplitude. We know we're gonna see it. Oh, okay, thought he was gonna throw in their 9. Gonna stick with that first run, bib number 621, as we rhyme, rhythm, roll with the soul and the punches. The North Tahoe Series, Ben Clark finishing up his second run for free ski open class men's super pipe action, USASA Nationals. Go down there, check out Vendor Village, where we're rocking out with Waterville Valley, Wendell's, High Cascade, Snowboard Camp, Y East Academy, Killington Mountain School, Carrabassett Valley Academy in charge of the CVA award, the Hard Charger award there, and the Vermont Academy at Mount Snow. Park City Ski and Snowboard Clubs, Stratton Mountain School, Lee's McRae, Revolution Ski and Blade Team Summit, Vail Ski and Snowboard Club, as Copper Mountain Ski and Ride School comes through cleaning up this super pipe. We have a super competition going on. So do you love me?
Back over here. Is this Quinn Peterson? Give me a checkup.
All right, bib number 440, Quinlan Peterson, getting maximum on them chest, send them for no eye and eye, a peaceful man, no eye, as he comes through with lots of amplitude and crushing the pipe for that victory lap. Now, do you really want to love me forever? Etching his name into the super pipe here at 2025. Getting a nice grab right there, doubling up with the grab. Yes! Noah Lamb and the Appalachian Series holding it down, representing, loving the colors. You gotta love the colors. Throwing in the rotation and staying on his feet. Gonna keep it moving. Yeah, we're wall riding and dancing the roll. Gonna get a lot of rotations there. The last 3 hits. How many 180s could you call? There was a lot of them. Putting together rotations at the end of that. Give it up for bib number 554, Noah Lamb. Over there mumbling. Number 761, dropping in on course, Campbell Burnett from the Rocky Mountain Series. As the clouds come in, throwing a nice 5 right there. Landing deep. So looking for a little bit more pop as you go higher. Coming back with a nice 3, reverting around. And, just having fun out there. Bib number 761. Having fun in the sun is what should be done. USASA Nationals 2025 sun. Yeah, that's how you're rapping. All right, in on course. Bib number 1862. Adrian Bernatovic on course for the Mount Hood Series. Getting in a series of grabs, going for a grab right there. Definitely, you got to get the hits in. 4, going for 5 right there. As many hits as you can hit. Getting the grab right there and looking for the pop off of the coping for that grab right there. Going to come into the next straight air. Loving the run, loving the rotation. Coming back in with a nice 1 and going to add to that riding away switch. Bib number 1862, Adrian Bernatovic from the Mount Hood Series. See what I'm saying? I'm just rapping. I'm rhyming, and I don't mean to. It's just happening. I guess we've got a great competition going on here. Free Ski Junior Men, USASA. That stands for the United States of America Snowboard and Free Ski Association Super Pipe Championship. Going down as the wind begins to pick up. It's going the other way. It's a headwind. All right, lookers right. Bib number 412 from the Rocky Mountain Series. Ready to drop in on course. Free Ski Open Class Women. Indra Brown, the Australian assassin, represent the Rocky Mountain Series on course. Going to come in switch and go for that 5. Coming back again. Switch very hard and technical. Got to have your head over your shoulder, and you got to have that pop coming in to the first 2 hits like that. Getting a lot of amplitude right there, just teasing it out. You know, enjoying the altitude in the Mile High City. 2 miles up here, representing USASA Nationals Championship, the Rocky Mountain Series. At the heart of extreme sports lies the ever-present risk. When athletes launch themselves off these ramps or race through treacherous terrain, there's always a chance that one wrong move could lead to serious injury. And these athletes taking it serious as they're out there. Kiva Kelly, over the nice Japan, going to come back. The North Tahoe Series represented, throwing in some rotations there. As we get some raw bass into the rotation, riding away switch. Bib number 784 on course. Nice Japan. Oh, throwing down a nice 9. Left 9 and going for the grab. Bowing, a humble bow from bib number 784. Doing a switch sev last time. Kiva Kelly from the North Tahoe Series. Going with the song, It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. So I guess not going to let Miss Brown get away on that podium. Free Ski Open Class Women. Here comes the wind. Going up the pipe. I guess trying to put out the flame, but it won't happen. The ladies of Rage have taken a stage, and they're going to light it up. Laney Steen from the Rocky Mountain Series, throwing down here with a nice 564 on course. Going for the grab, riding away switch with that safety grab. Going to go with the switch right sev. Getting the amplitude there. Wanted the grab, but gonna go for this instead. Give it up for Laney Steen with the Rocky Mountain Series. Bib number 564. Free Ski Open Class Women. Hearing it from the crowd. As extreme sports has evolved, so did the culture surrounding them. And what started with devils doing stunts in streets or on mountains has slowly grown, or you can say grew, into a full-blown events with global followings everyone down here at the Super Pipe and online following, family, friends alike, teammates, people who couldn't join in the festivities or the competitions and watching on YouTube. Shout out to all of you. And social media status. It wasn't just enough to watch an athlete pull off an insane trick. The atmosphere had to match the energy. And these athletes are the ones who are bringing the excitement, the narrative, the action, and they're pumping this crowd up. MC Pump holding it down, representing as well. The master of ceremonies, as we have a competition. Lookers left, Abby Winterberger from the Northern Tahoe Series on course. Bib number 534 as the crow flies and the wind begins to blow. She gets her rotation and her flow. A nice Sev getting a grab in right there, riding away switch into that right Sev. Gonna a lot of amplitude and a lot of momentum going into this pipe. I mean, it's just so fluid. Sliding right there, coming into a nice right Sev and riding away switch as if it was nothing. Abby Winterberger from the North Tahoe Series, bib number 534. I mean, it's just like natural. Some of these guys in the Super Pipe naturally able to achieve these feats, and they translate the raw energy of this competition to the audience as well, amplifying the excitement, and they ensure that every twist and every jump is received with the hype, as it does take two to make things go right. Don't ask me where I got that from, man. A shout out to yesterday's finalists from our free ski breaker boys: Oscar Cove, Renzo Singer, Cash the Waits, Botond Bartha, Caleb Gordon, and Micah Rodarte, as well as our free ski youth men: Colin Wan, Braden Grosshandler, Drake Elworthy, Jeffrey Brown, and Joseph Siftana, and Dax Halicki. Yesterday competitors, as we continue this competition, Tatum Smith on course from the Central Oregon Series. A nice rotation right there with the right Sev as they look up. Nice left 5 to 5. Right 5, left 5. Coming back, riding away switch. And gonna finish off this run nicely as the shade comes in. Tatum Smith, bib number 1494, with the Central Oregon Series, relying on those other runs prior. Lookers right, I believe that may be Isabella Cushman, wanting to come down here and join the Ladies of Rage with the Rocky Mountain Series, bib number 696, waiting to join her compadres and her comrades here at the bottom of the Super Pipe, the 2025 USASA National Championships. All right, she's ready, and she's dropping in on course. Bib number 696 with a nice 7 out the bat. Gonna go with the switch right 5. As you notice, she comes down, she's lighting up the pipe. All of a sudden, that cloud is gone, and she's gonna light up the pipe for all these ladies for free ski open class women with a nice 5 right there. And just enjoy this run. Let's hear it. Isabella Cushman from the Rocky Mountain Series, bib number 696. Tatum Smith, Abby Winterberger, Lainey Steen, Kiva Kelly, and Indra Brown representing over here with the 2025 Free Ski Open Class Women Super Pipe Championships in colorful Colorado, Copper that is, the Athletes Mountain, USA, United States of America, the American Empire. represented here with USASA Nationals 2025 Superpipe Championships. I am your host with the most, MC Pump, holding it down. That's P-U-M-P, or AKA MC Pipe. As we continue this competition, the wind definitely picking up. Hold on to everything, including your start list and your phone. All right, let's get it together. On course, Hunter Maiden. Yes, that's Hunter going huge right there with that left-hand tail. Gonna get the grab into Japan, that is, with that Sev. Coming back with both way Japan, 7. Alley-oop. Japan right there, gonna go ahead and exit. Hunter, hunting from the best perspective. You know, you got to get a good look, a good view, a poacher's view right there. The Aspen Snowmass Series representative, bib number 654, from Free Ski Open Class Men. Dropping in on course, bib number 697, Evan Wishmeyer. For the Rocky Mountain Series, getting a lot of amplitude right away there. Switch and going down. Losing a ski, and he didn't do anything but add pressure, but as you land these tricks, you want to control that pressure of leaning forward, a natural thing to lean forward like that, and just a little bit too much relaxation going on there. As it's a conflict, it's a contrast. Well, no, it's one of those things where you're battling the opposite, the opposing thing, where you want to relax, but you can't relax too much. So we're going to go ahead and get some wall rides in, get some nice wallies. As we head back up top, judges ready. The athletes ready. Is the crowd ready for bib number 744, Mac Winterberger? From the North Tahoe Series, lookers right as that wind picks up. On those flags, you can tell the conditions dropping in on course. Bib number 744 for the North Tahoe Series. Coming in switch, getting a nice advantage right there as he gets under flip, coming into nice 12. Don't know if he got that safety grab in there. Nice Japan grab there, as well as prior to. Nice alley-oop flat 5. Oh, keeping it critical in the moments that he needs to. Bib number 744. Get a shot of that. It's going down in history, these guys etching their names in this super pipe. Mac Winterberger. The Mac coming in nicely right there with the grabs. Alley-oops 5s and flat 5s, alley-oop flat 5s. I mean, very impressive when you think about the level of technicalities, the amplitude, and just the repertoire of tricks, notches in the belts, as we see these athletes coming through with dub 9s, getting alley-oop, flat 5s, and switch. Japan, 7 grabs, 12s. The progression is just off the chain. And there is an appreciation for the art, as I would call it, and the character that these athletes are throwing down. Let's hear it for Owen McKibben for the Rocky Mountain Series, dropping in on course. Open Class Men Free Ski USASA Nationals 2025. Going huge there in real time. 40 feet up and landing deep. I mean, he couldn't get any more pop off of that. There was nowhere else for him to go with that amplitude. Going that high with the 22-foot pipe. Insane. Check it out on the replay. We can't watch it, but you can. Go rewind that. Owen going huge right there. Rocky Mountain Series representative closing the door on that run, bib number 792. As we look up top, locked in, loaded, bib number 790. No, excuse me, almost did it again. 798, Joey Nick. And the Rocky Mountain Series coming through so sick. Check out the grabs. In switch. Gonna go with a nice 9. Landing deep right there, riding away switch. And gonna come back. Get the 9, going for the tail grab. Check the pants and the steez. There's that front lean I was talking about. A little too relaxed. Coming in with that poke. As you can tell, when they get to leaning forward like that, it's not expected. Gonna go with that nice flip to finish it. Joey Nick and the Rocky Mountain Series. Bib number 798. How did I start emceeing? I don't know. I used to do music and extreme sports, and one day they were like, "Pump, everyone that we bring to perform, you open for, and you know all the athletes, you know the tricks, you know you're in the sports as well. Let's do both of them together," and that's where it started. Nice left 9 right there for Kieran Gabrielson. And the big Mountain West Series, the wind becoming a factor for sure. As bib number 655 on course, finishing off his second run. Gonna go hang out with his comrades. As we head up top for bib number 621, Ben Clark, the New Zealander, the snow chaser, the one that is gonna close off this free ski open class men USASA Nationals 2025. With a smile bigger than mine from the North Tahoe Series. All right, he's ready. It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time, but he's going to rock this pipe and close it down for the open class men. Riding in switch, coming in with a nice sev, gonna come get a nice grab there. The Japan, that is, with that 5, gonna get the flare going for the grab, it looked like, and coming back with a nice 9. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. Going down, it's like walking up to the free throw and saying, oh, he never misses a free throw, and then he misses in the championship. Ben Clark not missing one step. It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. And the North Tahoe Series representing here well the 2025 USASA Nationals Free Ski Open Class Men Championships. Bib number 621 closing the door on that as we close the door on a great day here in the beautiful state of Colorado. Copper Mountain, the Athletes Mountain, coming together with another great competition. How do you close it out? I mean, ultimately, extreme sports is about pushing past the limits of human ability, fueled by risk, adrenaline, and the collective energy of athletes, announcers, and fans alike. It's about living on the edge and testing your limits in a way that most people can only dream of. The risk is always there, but it's the potential for reward, the thrill of defying the odds that makes it all worthwhile for those who choose this lifestyle. It's not just about the stunts, it's about being a part of the community that celebrates living life to the fullest. I am MC Pump. This is USASA Nationals, and we thank you all.